Welcome to Using Video Annotations. What we're going to do here is talk directly on top of a video of a teacher teaching. So this is what you're going to need. You're going to need a YouTube account. If you have a Gmail address, that'll work for you. You can just sign into YouTube using your Gmail account. But you can't make video annotations if you're not signed in. So make sure you sign in. When you open the link that I sent you over email or from the wiki, you may see a pink bar across the top of the video. If you see that, that means you need to sign in. So please click that word that says here, sign into YouTube, and you'll be able to add annotations. You'll also need to make sure that annotations are turned on. If you don't see any annotations toggle buttons, you're probably not logged in correctly. So the viewing annotations toggle button is on the lower right hand side of the viewing screen. It's a little arrow pointed up. The writing annotations button is on the upper right hand side of the screen. That's a red square box with a white triangle in the middle. Make sure that you have annotations turned on. To add a comment using annotations is pretty easy. I'm going to walk you through the steps of doing that right now, and then we're going to practice adding comments to a video. The first step is to click the transparent button in the lower left hand side of the screen. When you click that middle button, it'll bring up three options. Now, only the two on the left will actually allow you to write something. Let's stick to the speech bubble farthest to the left for now. After you click the speech bubble, then you'll have a few other choices. You'll have, of course, the space in the middle there where you can add your text. Then you can change the color with those little boxes to the right of that. And then when you've finished adding the text, just click Publish, and that'll insert your comment right into the video. At the end, if you like, you can change the amount of time that your comment is displayed on the screen using those little yellow triangles in the lower left-hand corner on the timeline. That's pretty much it. After this, you should be set to add video annotations to a YouTube video.
Next, we're going to talk about turning the critical feedback that you broke up for homework, that resulted from our portfolio critique. We're going to be taking that feedback and turning that into a graphic. This is the resulting chart, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete it, and we'll go through the process again.
So one person will make it and then invite everyone else in the group, and then they all get asked, like, right?
One person will make it and invite everyone else in the group. Exactly. But you're going to have some time to do that in class today, so you just sit together. Right. Okay, so I've taken that chart, the practice one, and I've shoved it to the side. What I'm going to do now is show you how to make a chart using Google Docs. Highlight. You need to highlight the names as well as the categories and the data. Okay? Then we should have a choice here for Insert Chart. Follow that? So, highlight all the data. Columns and categories and data. Insert Chart. You have a few choices when you get into create the chart here. You can choose whichever one you think is appropriate. Some of them get pretty kooky. If you look at that, this is going to be really hard to figure out. You need to pick a chart style that's appropriate for your data. Okay? Make sense? If you pick a pie graph, you're going to have all the names over here, and then these slices. It's going to be tough to figure out. So when you've figured out the way you want it to look, Save chart, and it pulls the chart up right here. Okay? And now you probably have an idea of where this is going, right? Now you know what we're going to do? Okay. Publish chart. Okay. When you click Publish Chart, you'll get this. Now you know what we do with that, right?
And on this?
Onto the e-portfolio?
Oh.
Yes. When we... Okay? Other questions? We know who's in our wiki groups?
Just the ones going down.
They're the vertical groups, right. Can you find the people that are in your wiki groups? It would be easiest if you sat together and you looked at the different sets of critical feedback that you got and decide on those 5 to 8 categories. If you do that while you're talking to them, it's much faster than trying to communicate that over email. Okay? So please get with your wiki group right now and come up with those categories and start making the chart if you have no other questions. Okay? I'll walk around and help people.
Who's in Greek?
Take a second now and see if you'd like to go back and change the length of your comments or edit what you said.